What's up, people? We are back with more of Danganronpa. I am extremely mad and pissed off at myself because I fucked up what is supposed to be this video, but yeah, you probably don't get what I mean by that. But anyway, I recorded a video before this, which is why when we're going to be starting this, you're probably going to feel like, what the hell happened? But I fucked up on the recording. For somehow I muted the microphone and I just recorded like I was happily, just doing everything, and then afterwards I saved over the save file as well, so I can't actually replay it, and the current recording that I have doesn't have any audio, and part of the video is also kind of messed up. So yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do about that. The only thing I can kind of do is just, luckily it wasn't too much of an eventful episode, so I can quickly just perhaps give a recap of what have happened. So one of the important things I feel that was mentioned was that because we explored the 4th floor, was that you found out that the headmaster's room was locked, as well as some other room which I can't actually think of right now. But 2 rooms were locked, and then Monokuma decided to make up the rule in one of the regulations, a new regulation he added, which is to break, or if you were breaking locked doors, that's basically prohibited. You're not allowed to do that. Meaning there's definitely something hiding behind those 2 doors, right? Especially the headmaster's room. That seems very dangerous, or something might be there that he doesn't want us to know about. And then, what happened then? Alright, Byakuya just sort of came into the conversation we had in the dining hall, saying he found a vital clue, and we all went to the bathhouse because Alter Ego managed to unlock all of the files that was on the laptop, and he didn't have too much new information. He let us know that actually the administration of Hope's Peak was behind all of this, like this whole thing about despair and everything that the student, no, not about despair, but just keeping the students here at Hope Peak and having them live here forever. That's sort of the plan that's going on right now with us, right? That's the administration of Hope's Peak set. That was their plan, according to files on the laptop, set in place 1 year ago after this, these tragic events. If you guys remember, to all the way back to chapter 2, where I think it was in like a news article or something in the library. The first time we found the library, it mentioned something about Hope's Peak having been forced to close down and all that sort of stuff, right? And it was sort of the worst thing that has ever happened in humankind history. Like, that tragedy was actually mentioned a couple of times throughout the video or the episode. So yeah, they really hammered on that. But I was thinking, like, what the hell could that exactly be, Because if it was 1 year ago, every one of us should have been, in the real world doing their own thing, so we weren't at Hope's Peak Academy yet. So if it was, like, such a huge and big, tragic event, why didn't any of us know about it? So it's kind of obvious that, and they mentioned it as well, that it was just basically probably kept a very, very, as a very dark secret, and that nobody really knows about it except Hope's Peak Academy administrators. And although the administrators were sort of behind this kind of plan, the headmaster is really the person behind everything, and the headmaster is most likely the person that we think is the mastermind behind all of this. But the thing that I think I mentioned was that even though the administration of Hope's Peak sort of set this in place, right, part of it, I feel like this whole part about the killing each other and all about the despair and just the fact that, because it feels like what the administration wanted was for us to just live out the rest of our life here for some reason, but the killing part didn't seem to come up, and that's something that Monokuma really, really mentioned a lot. So I feel like that might be a rule that Monokuma changed. I don't know exactly. Like, I'm sorry about that sort of the vague details because I'm trying to think of it at the top of my head right now, and I'm kind of frustrated and angry right now. So yeah, I don't know exactly what's up with that. But then the last thing that was mentioned by the important thing by Alter Ego was the fact that he said that the mastermind is actually here at the school, or the headmaster, and that he is a man in his 30s. So I was immediately thinking, like, could it be one of us? But none of us seems to fit that description, right? There's Byakuya, Hiro, and Makoto, myself. None of us really fits that description of being the 30-year-old male at the school, right? So we immediately sort of cross off the list that, okay, it's not one of us. It's got to be just he's at the school, but we don't see him. So that really pissed off Kyoko, right? This was really important, I think. The fact that Kyoko, actually, you always see her have a neutral face, very blank face, like no emotion whatsoever. She almost sometimes have this little small smile, but that's about it, right? Other than that, it's just a really neutral face. But this time she actually had a really, really freaking angry face, right? An angry face. And I feel like the reason for that is because we sort of figured out that something has happened to Kyoko, right? Something has happened that the mastermind either and Monokuma did to her, but she doesn't know exactly what it is. Because she questioned to Monokuma, like, what did you do with us? And the thought that immediately came to mind for us was something like brainwashing, or part of her memory was wiped, or something along those lines. And the thing is that because Kyoko now knows that the person who did this to her is at the school, that's why she's so angry right now, because she knows that, and she's very determined about finding answers now, that because she knows that she can find them now, because that person who did that to her is here at the school now, so she can search for it, right? If she didn't know that or if she knew that the person wasn't here, then there's no point looking for it because it's not even here. But now that she knows, she's very determined, and you actually saw like a really angry face. So yeah, I think that's about the important points of what was supposed to be the last video. But yeah, damn, that really sucks, because it was I think it was like 40-50 minutes or something. But yeah, it didn't get into too many details or like really important things, but there's definitely like, I might have not mispronounced, but just misspoke about a couple of things, or misunderstood or something, because I'm trying to go really fast right now because it's still sort of fresh in my mind. But then again, I'm really angry. But yeah, let's put that beside us. I'm sorry for fucking that up, and I will make sure that won't happen again. Like, I really checked the audio is on, so right, fuck it, I'm gonna check again. Okay, it is on. Thank God. Right, well, it was the next morning now, so ding dong bing bong. First things first, I need to head to the dining hall. Alright, let's go as usual. Dining hall, no one outside. Nope. Oh, wait. Huh, Hina is outside? Byakuya is outside? Good morning, Hina.
Hey, Makoto.
Morning. Hey. So, yesterday, you were kind of cool. Huh? What do you mean?
Yeah.
You know, when you said alter ego was your friend. Alright, that was an important thing too. Like, even though, because Kyoko said like, that basically alter ego's job was done, right? Because alter ego can't really do much more for us. And because alter ego already sort of unlocked everything, all the information that was on the laptop, and she can't really do much else, or he can't do much else from in the laptop, so alter ego basically, Kyoko just said like, yeah, you're of no further use to us, so you just not necessarily like shut her out, but yeah, it kind of was shut her out. But then it felt like the times that we talked with alter ego, it actually like it didn't feel like you were talking to an AI or a robot, right? And the thing that I found particularly like curious and interesting about that was because alter ego actually showed emotions. Like, I think in the previous video she actually like she felt sadness. She said she was depressed and that sort of stuff, especially when we told her about the fact that Hifumi, Taka, and Celeste died. Like, it seemed so much more than it's either a really advanced AI, or I thought maybe that Chihiro is for some reason stuck in the laptop or something. I don't freaking know. But it really feels like it's just like, if we didn't know it was an alter ego or it was an AI, you would actually think like we were actually Skyping with Chihiro or something like that. Because the answers are very Chihiro-like, the whole demeanor is very Chihiro-like, and the fact that it has emotions, right, which is something that's really difficult for computers and AI to perceive and actually use well, because that's such a human thing. I feel like emotions are something that's really hard for computers and everything to copy and to use very well, but for humans it's just natural. It's a very human-like thing, So humans know when to be angry in which situation, and if it's fitting for that situation, where AI just have trouble doing that. But yeah, then we just basically stood up a little bit, saying that alter ego is our friend, and feels like there's more behind that.
So,
I was thinking the same thing, and there were several people. Hiro thought that too, or Hiro was a little bit questionable, but then we managed to convince him. Hina thought that, and I think Sakura as well, I don't know. But when stuff like that happens, I never know how to say what I'm thinking.
you got it!
So I'm really glad you said it for me. So, thanks. You're welcome.
Yeah!
You're usually like totally normal, but when the time comes, bam! You bust out your special power.
I mean,
Even before yesterday, when some stuff comes up, it's like you always do something about it. That's because I'm proactive, Hina. I do something. If something, gets in my way, I push it out of my way. Why is she blushing? Even before yesterday? Is she talking about the class trials and stuff? That stuff is just, it just kind of took care of itself, It totally didn't! With your power, and Sakura's, and everyone else's, I'm sure we'll get out of here. Yeah, I think you're right. I am right, alright? Now that we've got that fighting spirit, let's go get some grub! She's right. Even if the road is long, if we don't keep on moving forward, we'll never reach our goal. Alright, Hina's there, Byakuya was there. Another thing, I don't know if it... Was it mentioned at the end of the previous video, or the one that I was supposed to and that fucked up? But something that was interesting about the chemistry lab was, remember that Hina and Sakura mentioned there were like vitamins, amino acids, protein shakes and advanced protein shakes and stuff like that. But there are actually poisons in there as well. Like, they're clearly labeled the fact that they're poisonous, but the fact that there's something out there in the open, knowing that's, that could be used as a murder weapon, it's just a little bit of a scary thought. Even though it's kind of obvious, like, if someone uses the poison, the fact that it's missing and that sort of stuff, and it's usually a little bit obvious if someone dies of poisoning. Not always, but kinda, So I thought this was just at least something to mention, because it might have something to do with the upcoming murder or whatever. But yeah, Byakuya,
What do you
Tagami.
want?
Well, the breakfast meeting.
That's enough.
You honestly expect me to go? Right. Oh, as long as I'm here, I should ask Byakuya what he made of the stuff Alter Ego told us. Actually, I'd better not. Surveillance camera would catch us for sure.
What?
So... Oh, well...
Goodbye.
He's gone. Right, Byakuya, get the fuck out of here. Alright, let's meet at the dining hall. As I entered the dining hall, the first thing I saw was her. Toko is here and Kyoko isn't. Kyoko is definitely looking for the headmaster or finding some way to get in contact with him, because that's what she said she would do. What are you staring at? Oh, Toko?
what's your problem?
What? You think your eyes were hot just by looking at me? Fine.
What the heck?
Then don't look at me. I think he's just surprised to see you at the breakfast meeting is all. Indeed. It's been quite a while since you joined us. Yeah. What made you change your mind? Byakuya said he likes girls to have some meat on her bones. So... I'm gonna start eating. I'm gonna force it down into my stomach. I'm gonna eat till I drop.
Okay.
I refuse to lose.
Hina.
I wouldn't do that if I were you. Well, other than that, it looks like Kyoko isn't here.
know?
Oh, she said she'd come by later. Later?
You know?
Yeah, after you leave. She's not even trying to hide it anymore. Alright. Like, Kyoko is actually still upset to the point where the other people can sort of sense it as well, that she's upset at Makoto for Makoto not willing to tell her the sort of secret about Sakura, what we saw in the gym. So yeah, that's something that Kyoko has been really visibly holding against us. Like, she's actually just either ignoring us or just like, you know, giving snide comments to us and that sort of stuff. So, dang. I hope she sort of accepts it soon. Like, I understand why she is like this, because it was sort of hard for her to trust us, and she actually told us a secret, which is probably either something that she would never do herself because of the way that she is. You know, she feels like talking is kind of not necessarily pointless, but if there's nothing to talk about, then she won't talk. And secrets are sort of stuff like, yeah, if other people don't need to know, she's not gonna tell it to other people. But we pretty much kind of forced her to tell us, saying, yeah, we're friends and all that, you know. And then she did tell us her secret, you know. And then we don't tell her hers, or we don't tell her ours. So that makes her feel a little bit betrayed or something like that. And that's probably part of the reason why she's upset like this. But I don't know. I hope that I can at least find some sort of, you know, physical evidence as to that Sakura is the mastermind spy, so we can actually bring it up to the group and have some evidence to back it up. Because that's the part that we're lacking, like physical evidence to convince everyone else that what we're saying is actually true. I know I said she wanted to show you some backbone, but you didn't need to show her that much.
Just a second.
You're dirty, Makoto. Dirty! President Dirty of Dirtlandia! You don't understand.
Just the worst.
You're the type who takes the stairs of love 3 steps at a time, aren't you? I'm telling you, it's not like that.
What the heck?
Just shut up already, Hina. You've been running your filthy mouth like that all morning.
Huh?
Filthy? Me? Don't make me repeat myself.
Huh?
I'm not filthy. It's no use denying it. We can all see how disgusting you are.
Huh?
Shut up! Why is she blushing like that? You and that lusty body of yours. Oh my god, are we gonna have some Yuri action over here? What the fuck? Night after night, you go out for your illicit club meetings. Hey, knock it off! I can't deal with dirty stuff like that. Your midnight extracurricular activities only put us in even more danger.
Please!
Stop it! What are they talking about? What? You'd like me to stop, wouldn't you? Your sweaty hands gripping the big fat chalk tight. Going for all the extra credit. What the heck? Your screams are like the screech of a violated blackboard. And like she's both drooling and actually like, I don't know, what's it called? Like drooling out of her nose? It's not called drooling though, but like, I don't know. Liquid is falling out of her nose. It's amazing. Indecent ideas are coming to me one after another. Quickly, go write your novel, Toko.
Bastard!
So, would you rather have your black eye on the left or the right? Yeah, sorry.
Hey, come on.
Let's leave Toko alone. She's got a little funny from all her pent-up frustration.
You know?
Anyway, you and Kyoko need to make up already, you know? Yeah, I know. I mean, of course I want things to get better as soon as possible, but with everything that's been going on, I haven't had a chance to talk to her about what I saw. Before anything, I need to talk to Sakura about it. Alright, then let's just do it, but I feel like that's a conversation, you know, one-on-one conversation, not with the group around. Sakura? What is it? Can you make some time later? I was hoping I could talk to you. Now that Kyoko's dumped him, Makoto's trying to win Sakura's heart. I'm not a player, okay? I'm not even here with the goal or ambition to make girls fall in love with me. You know, if it happens, then you know that's just a bonus. That's something on the side, but that's not our goal here. Are you in heat, Makoto? Don't care who they are, as long as they got the right equipment.
Just the worst.
Watch out, Sakura. Makoto's transformed into a wild beast. Prime Minister Wild Beast of Beastopia. Why is this happening to me?
Well,
Can our talk wait till tomorrow? I'd like to get some rest today. For some reason, I've been feeling worn down these last few days. Huh? Are you sick? Did you get hurt? No, nothing serious. I've just had minor aches and pains. Could it be from fighting Monokuma? Huh? Is that... Yep. It must be because of that battle. But the thing is, right? The scary thing about that is, if it was such a fight that actually Sakura and Monokuma went toe to toe, that means Monokuma looks physically so much more stronger than you know, he looks deceivingly weak, but he's actually much more physically strong than he actually, you know, than we think he is. Because look at Sakura. Sakura is ripped as hell. Like, look at them biceps, pecs, everything, you know? And the fact that she went toe to toe against Monokuma, or that Monokuma went toe to toe against her, that's the more impressive thing, because Monokuma seems small, you don't see the muscle, you don't see the strength, you know? So, the fact that that battle went evenly to the point where Sakura is actually feeling, you know, sore from the battle, maybe even partly small injuries or something like that, that means that actually makes Monokuma much more scary. Dang. But it must be pretty bad if you have to go rest. Are you sure you're okay? I'm sure a protein shake and some sleep will get me back on my feet.
You got it!
That's true. Protein is good for all kinds of stuff.
Hey.
You guys like worship protein. It's like your god or something.
Okay.
Makoto, I don't know what it is you want to talk to Sakura about, but save it till tomorrow. She's in pain. Yeah, I got it.
I'm sorry.
That's okay, I guess.
You know?
Well, for now, let's eat. Eat? I'm kinda nervous.
Huh?
How come?
What's your problem?
'Cause I don't usually eat in front of other people. Ever since I was a kid, I eat by myself.
What the heck?
What about your family? Oh, well, yeah. I used to live with my dad, my mom, and my mom. You had two moms? I took the word right out of Hiro's mouth. What? That's just how things were. Dang, his dad or her dad must have been really lucky. That's like a serious issue. Just let it go. You're asking for trouble, getting involved with her more than you have to. How dare you speak to me with that disgusting mouth of yours? Here we go again. Stop saying stuff like that. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and eat. If I don't, Kyoko will never show up. Pretty miserable situation, man. Yeah, pretty miserable indeed. I scarfed down breakfast as fast as I could and immediately headed back to my room. Is it gonna be free time? I have to wait till tomorrow to confront Sakura about what I saw, but in a way, I'm kinda relieved. It takes a lot of courage to stand face to face with Sakura and accuse her of something. Alright, free time. I'm not sure who I'm gonna talk to. Alright, I think it's pretty easy to sort of go after Sakura, I guess? Like, obviously we definitely want to talk with her, cause, you know, mastermind spy and all that, so we'll say I doubt she's in the room. Ding dong! Sakura, it's you.
I'm sorry.
Is it okay if we talk more? Ah! I thought I could sneak it in, you know, but I mean, she answered the door. She could have just not answered the door, you know, but alright. Alright, Sakura. I think another person then is either Hina or Kyoko. Kyoko probably doesn't want to talk with us, and there aren't that many choices left, right? So I think Hina's definitely a safe bet. So Hina's in the music room. Hiro, Kyoko are here. And in the office are Toko and Byakuya. I'm definitely gonna talk to Hina first. Hina! Because she's connected with Sakura, so there's, you know... I don't think like Hina knows. Probably, I don't know. Like those two seem so close together, but I don't think Sakura's even told Hina. And even if Sakura has told Hina, I don't think Hina would tell us. Considering that she was kind of getting pissed at us as well, right? Thinking we're a playboy now or something. That we've been playing with, you know, with Kyoko's feelings, which couldn't be further from the truth. Pushing on him doesn't help. Smacking him doesn't help. What the heck is up with those things?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I'm talking about the metal plates covering all the windows. I know. We should try grabbing the top and yanking it down. Should I talk with Hina? Yeah, okay, we'll talk with Hina.
You got it.
You want to do some stretches with me? Alright, stretch. 1. 2. I broke my liver. What? I followed Hina's lead and did some elaborate stretching. Hina and I grew a little closer. Alright, let's give her a present. I think we had something, right? What was it? We gave her this before, this swimsuit, but the thing is, there was another, the flotation donut. What is it? I already even passed it. This one, the flotation donut. But I don't know, like, it's obviously something that has to do something with swimming, floating in the water and stuff like that. But the thing is, you generally give it to a person who's not good at swimming, you know? But she loves donuts, so maybe she'll just appreciate the gift rather than... You know, it's not a gift that is useful to her, but still the fact that it's a donut and it has something to do with what she loves doing might make it a good gift, so yeah, I'm gonna give it to her. How thoughtful! This is why I like you, Makoto. Oh, Hina, I like you too. I mean, not not that kind of like. I don't know. Your face is pretty tomato-y right now. Seeing Hina so pleased with something I gave her makes me happy. Oh, what's wrong, Hina? Is something wrong, Hina? I've reached my limits.
Just a second.
I'm stuck in here. Can't do any sports. Can't do anything. I'm sick of it. I want to get out under the sun and do some laps. Run a marathon. I want to do some real sports. Hina. Calm down, okay?
What the heck?
I can't do anything in here. If I can't move around, I'm gonna die. Like a bunny rabbit. Really, a bunny rabbit? But I always heard rabbits die from loneliness. Does that happen? I remember having... Now I know when a rabbit died when I was very little. I remember having a rabbit. It kind of like we had it for a bit more than a year, I think. But it was, yeah, kind of... But does it like... What does it consider loneliness? Like loneliness as in away from other rabbits, that it's not surrounded by its natural, you know, natural environment and other same rabbits of its species? Or, you know, does human contact count as well? Because I've been snuggling the shit out of that rabbit. Might be the reason why it died, but hey.
That's terrible.
Whatever. I'm gonna die if I can't get some proper physical activity. Oh, I know a few exercises. Push-ups. Obviously, what else was I thinking of? Don't you think that's a little extreme?
What the heck?
You think I'm kidding, don't you? But I seriously can't still, you know. Why else would I have joined 6 sports teams in school? 6? Freaking 6? How does she even manage to find the time for that?
That's right.
Yeah, track, basketball, softball, volleyball, tennis, and the big one. The big one? Swimming, of course. She got to her main sport, but ran out of juice. I think it's gotta be... Wow, I love that main sport I do every single day going home. Bouldering, swimming, obviously it's swimming. Your main sport is swimming, right? Yeah, you got it. Aww, I don't even care what stroke it is. Just get me in a pool under the blue sky. Yeah, I was thinking like we have a pool here, but apparently that's not enough. She needs a blue sky too. But isn't it hard to do that many sports? Even for you?
Well...
If I can't move, I'll just shrivel up and die. I need a challenge. More and more new stuff to try. A challenge?
I mean...
What I really love about sports isn't winning, you know. It's having to fight and struggle and give it all you got to reach the top. It's that excitement, That fear that you might suffer a heartbreaking loss.
But
When you finally reach that goal, it's just lonely. It's lonely at the top, you know. I never really got into sports, so I couldn't really relate to what she was talking about. But I could tell that the reason Hina was so amazing was how hard she could fight and struggle. So that's why I want to push myself as hard as possible when it comes to swimming. Yeah, but then you'll become lonely, right? I want to aim for the highest mountaintop. The highest mountaintop?
okay.
I'm talking about the gold medal, of course. Aim for the gold, even if it means I'm a super gold spaz. Did she just call herself? Yep, she did. Okay, but if that's what you want, isn't that all the more reason? If you have a goal, why are you standing around making excuses?
Huh?
Excuses?
Just a second.
Hey, when did I ever make excuses? Sure, maybe we're stuck in here right now, with no way out. But if you really want to make an effort, shouldn't you try to see what you can do in here? Oh, gotcha there, Hina. That's a challenge. You just made an official challenge.
Yeah, totally.
But I think you're right. This is good. We're motivating her, right? If I want to get that gold medal, I have to make every effort I can. I want to become a genius of effort. I bet Ian Thorpe said something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't go around making excuses just because we're stuck in here. Alright, I think I'm gonna go do some push-ups in my room. Like, maybe around 1,000 or something. 1,000, dang. Almost before she was done talking, Hina took off like a bat out of hell. Right, she recovered exactly as fast and strong as I would have expected. Bam. Alright, back to our room. More free time, I think. So, generally always 2 per day. Plenty of time. Don't feel like sitting. I should just go somewhere. Well, I guess Kyoko. Kyoko, my dear. Why is she always in here? Is she even in here? What? I'm pretty sure I checked. Wait, did I enter the wrong room? I'm pretty sure she was supposed to be in there, right? Oh, she's in the bathhouse. Oh, not the laundry. Never mind. Here she is, Kyoko, my dear. There she is. I almost didn't see her. Like, what if the screen started this way? Like, dang it, Kyoko isn't here again. Alright, Kyoko. Please tell me. Nope. Oh, I was thinking they don't even let us talk with Kyoko. Go away. She won't even look at me. I guess she doesn't even want to see my face. Dang. That was brutal and cold. Come on, Kyoko, please. I'm sorry. Oh my god. I actually feel so sad. Alright, no Kyoko time apparently. Who else? We've got a few options. Hiro, Kyoko, or Coco, what? Toko, We can go talk with Hina again, I guess. It's still today, so, you know, Sakura's not an option. She's resting. Yeah, I guess I'll just talk with Hina again. I need to find out if I have an appropriate gift for her, though.
Okay.
Hina. Each and every person has to do their job. The cooperation of each player is true homework.
You got it.
That's a quote from the famous rugby player Yuji Matsuo. We gotta do the same thing. Cooperate so we can survive. Should I hang with Hina?
Yeah.
Let's hang out with Hina some more. Like, I personally don't think hanging out with anyone besides Kyoko or Sakura is gonna do too much. I mean, because I'm not a big fan of those. I mean, I guess Byakuya could work. Maybe I should have done Byakuya instead, but I don't know. I just kind of like Hina, you know. I want to relax, chillax a bit. You go for a run to relieve some of this stress? I said relax, Hina. Didn't you listen? Hina, I went for a light run through the school. Hina and I grew a little closer today. Alright, let's give her a present. I mean, she's a girl, right? What do we even give her? I have no clue. Flotation donut, or we gave that kitten hair clip. We got 3 of those. Zoul's diamond. I don't know, like, you know, she's a girl, but I don't want to put a ring on it just yet. No, that was Celeste. Alright, G-Sig, no, glasses. She doesn't wear glasses. I mean, she sort of wears a hair clip, right? Maybe she would appreciate a kitten hair clip. I mean, it's one of those girl things, like, girls love kittens. They have one themselves. They have hair. Hina puts her hair up so she can use a hair clip. How thoughtful! This is why I like you, Makoto. Oh yes, that worked. Oh, what? This is the same response. Like, not like, but she seems really happy with it. Hey Makoto. I'm so tired. Yeah? You look pretty tired. What happened?
Well...
I woke up earlier than normal this morning, so I decided to do some push-ups, sit-up, and squat sit. I ended up doing 1,000 of each. Yeah, that would pretty much make me die. Not just tire me out, I would just die on the spot. Well, that would explain it. Tired. So tired. I want something sweet. I want those things you get when you mix flour, sugar, butter, and eggs. Donuts, and deep fry them. Cookies, churros. Nah, donuts. We pay attention. We're a good friend, okay? Oh, I know. You want some donuts, don't you? Don't tell anyone. There's actually a bunch of frozen donuts in the warehouse.
Okay.
Throw those in the microwave for a few seconds. And just imagine the warm chewiness of that donut. Does it still have the chewiness, considering it was frozen? You know what I'm saying, right? You'd eat the crap out of that, right? You really do love donuts, huh?
Just a second.
Is there anyone who doesn't? Who on earth? No. Who in the whole universe can say they hate donuts? That's a good point. Think about the sensation of biting into a donut. First the sweetness floods your mouth, and then the soft dough cushions you. Next you get that hint of egg and butter, right? Your whole body starts to melt. You feel like you're falling into the center of the donut itself. When people talk about the donut effect, that's what they're talking about. That's absolutely not true. Oh, I can't take it anymore. I'm drooling like Niagara Falls over here.
Just a second.
Slippery. Get out of my way, Makoto, or I got an uppercut with your name on it. Dang, she gets violent when she's hungry, like every other woman. I'm not in the way. Wait for me, God of Donuts. Almost before she was done talking, Hina took off like a bat out of hell. Whenever I'm around her, I feel like I'm soaking in the essence of human vitality. Alright, her report card has been updated. Dang it, we don't get any skills from her. Is she like the less useful person to talk to?
Attention! Attention!
Uh-oh.
Please gather in the gym as soon as you possibly can.
Oh, what is it this time?
Quickly, 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 quickly!
Monokuma, no. He made a special announcement to ask us to come to the gym? Oh god, I see. They're gonna have another showdown? Probably not. He sounded pretty serious about it too. Yeah, you didn't hear like the enthusiasm in his voice. He was actually like, attention, attention. Oh, I wonder what this is gonna be about. Probably another motive or something, right? He does this every single time. He always like, you know, gives us another motive for us to kill each other, and then shit happens. You're the last one. Everyone is already inside. Aren't you gonna go in? Or is she gonna trap us in here?
However,
I have a bad feeling about this. More than just a feeling, probably. Monokuma did call us all together, after all. Sakura?
well then,
Makoto. If something happens to me, Hina. Huh?
I'm sorry.
No. Never mind. Don't worry, Sakura. I'll take care of Hina, okay?
So then,
I'm Who would ever believe in someone who doesn't believe in themselves? Wow. Apparently Sakura has been doubting herself a lot. Even though she kind of exudes confidence, it's not something that you would know about her if we, you know, don't get to know her. Dang. She doesn't look like a person who's doubtful of herself, you know? But, once again, looks can be deceiving. Sakura? What the heck? Sometimes people who look the strongest are actually the weakest. Yeah, that was a really deep and profound thought that I just ruined by actually saying it was deep and profound. Everyone must have heard the announcement, and once we were all gathered at the gym, it began. Monokuma.
Well?
Okay, let's get this show on the road. You're about to give us the next motive presentation, aren't you?
That's right.
You got us all together to present another motive, right? Is he right?
Huh?
We have to go through this again? No! Not again! I can't take it anymore!
I see.
I'm impressed by your level of dismay. You finally see just how low on the totem pole of life you really are. No! No, 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 no! No, 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 no! That's not it at all! We're not here to talk about motive.
Today, I'm feeling black.
The reason I gathered you all here is so that I could get rid of my grudge. There was one thing in particular that I failed to mention, which was that one thing, like, after we all exited the bathhouse, you know, when Byakuya sort of said this, like, yeah, alter ego gave us the information, and then blah blah blah, and then after we were done talking with alter ego, we all basically exited the bathhouse, right? And then Monokuma was like, for some reason he popped out and he seemed angry, and he said that, like, you know, he said this particular phrase, an eye for an eye and something like that, an eye for an eye and a paw for a paw, or claw for a claw, something like that. So maybe he actually feels betrayed or something, or it was basically to bring across the point, right? If we're going to betray him, he's going to betray us, something like that. So yeah. The reason I gathered you all here is so that I could get rid of my grudge. Your grudge?
Why?
We have a grudge against you, of course, but I don't recall you ever having a grudge against us. I told you yesterday, didn't I? Ah, fang for a fang, right. An eye for an eye, a fang for a fang. Stop beating around the bush. Just tell us what you're talking about. Well, Byakuya, you've already told everyone how one of you might be working as a spy for me, right? Oh, is he gonna say that Sakura is a spy?
Come on.
Yeah? So, what about it?
In other words...
Well, today I'd like to tell you about that spy. What?
Hey,
So guess what? The spy is actually Sakura Ogami! Oh my god, he actually went and said it. Okay, so we didn't actually, you know, didn't see wrong or anything like that. It was actually true. He said it so openly, and made it sound like it wasn't that big of a deal. Even though he just revealed a huge secret, but I guess it's because they parted ways, right? So I feel like because Sakura is no longer on Monokuma's side, if Monokuma is the person that reveals the secret, people will become won't trust Sakura anymore, even though she has basically chosen our side, right? We won't trust her anymore because she has kept this a secret from us, rather than telling it herself to us, you know? What did you just say? He said the spy is Sakura.
what is this?
What are you talking about? Oh no, and then Hina's gonna be so sad.
You're a liar!
There's no way Sakura's a spy! Right, Sakura?
Huh?
Sakura? And I might just make Sakura fulfill the promise she made sometime soon. And if she doesn't, I can't be responsible for what might happen to that hostage of mine. He has a hostage? Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. What you guys choose to do with that information is up to you.
Thrills, chills, kills!
Roast her, boil her, kill her, don't kill her, whatever.
I can't wait! I can't wait!
No. And just like that, he was gone. Finally, I understood what he had been talking about. An eye for an eye. A fang for a fang. So that's what he meant with the, because Sakura kind of betrayed him by saying she no longer wants to be his spy or the mastermind spy. So basically, that now Monokuma has betrayed Sakura as well, a fang for a fang, by basically just revealing her secret to us. In other words, betrayal would be met with betrayal.
Huh? What the heck?
So, what does this mean?
What?
Is it true? Has Olga really been spying us for the mastermind?
What are you saying?
There's no way! But that is what the stuffed animal said, right?
Wrong.
Well,
You're wrong.
He's wrong! There's just no way!
Hey,
Well, Sakura, if he's wrong, all you have to do is tell us. Like, Sakura, I feel like, I don't know, like, I would say that she's an honorable person, but if she was honorable, she would have just, but we don't know her reason for why, if she willingly became the spy, if she forcibly became the spy and stuff like that, so we don't know exactly why she is the spy. But I feel like, at least the parts that we've come to know with her, like, she's been so loyal to Hina and so protective of Hina, and then to think that she's the spy, like, I feel like overall, right, she might have her reasons for being the spy or becoming the spy or whatever, but I feel like overall she's kind of a person that has a lot of honor in a sense,
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry I didn't tell you earlier.
huh?
What?
Oh no!
He was being serious for serious? Olga's been working for the mastermind?
I'm sorry.
Dang. So, you've been lying to us all this time?
Huh?
It's not true. Sakura was probably being controlled. There's gotta be some reason. She didn't have a choice. She was just forced to do it. Yeah, I'm sure Hina's right. The mastermind probably threatened her somehow, and Sakura had no choice but to do what she was told. What? You're talking like you know that for a fact. Because I do know it for a fact. Because I saw it. I saw Sakura and Monokuma fighting. And that's where I heard it. Monokuma mentioned a hostage a second ago, right? And during the fight, I heard Sakura say that she decided to fight against the mastermind.
I see.
You saw that? The mastermind took a hostage, so you were forced to swear loyalty to them, right? But in the end, you made up your mind to betray the mastermind.
What?
Which means Sakura isn't our enemy. She's a friend who we can trust without question. Is that it? Well, can we just take a middle ground between that, Like, yeah, she isn't our enemy, but a friend who we can trust without question is a little bit going, too far as well. Just somewhere in between that. Ridiculous. Do you live in some sort of alternate reality fairy tale?
Not possible.
No, this is the alternate reality nightmare. That's what this is. She was the mastermind's tool. You absolutely cannot trust someone like that.
Impossible.
He's right. We can't just believe whatever she says now. How can we even be sure she really did betray the mastermind? Maybe this was a double bluff. And she's still doing exactly what the mastermind wants. It's
What are
a
you saying?
possibility. Sakura would never do that. Okay then, Sakura. If you really have cut ties with the mastermind, then tell us who they really are. Well, I feel like she's probably being kept at a distance. She just gets commands from Monokuma or something, or has to report to Monokuma, but she doesn't know exactly who the mastermind is.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, I can't. Even I don't know that.
What?
You don't know? That just makes you all the more suspicious.
Please!
She's telling the truth. You have to believe her.
Don't make me repeat myself.
Shut up. I'm not finished questioning her.
Come on.
Next question. What's this about a promise? What did the mastermind order you to do? I was told to kill one of my friends. Oh, it suddenly felt like the temperature in the room had dropped 20 degrees. Oh, don't tell me that the mastermind of Monokuma asked Sakura to kill Hina. And considering, I feel like that's the only person where Sakura would just say like flat out no to, just like, okay, fuck it, I'm not gonna be the spy regardless if you have my husband or mom, dad, whatever family member hostage. I feel like she values Hina so high for some reason. The reason we don't know about it, but you know, she's really protective of her, and she's so, they're always together, they're really close friends, so I feel like that's probably what they asked her to do, and then that's where she draws the line, like, nope, not killing Hina. Anyone else? Maybe. The weight of those words.
I see.
So even now, you've taken aim on our lives.
Wrong! You're wrong!
I'm telling you, Sakura would never do that.
What the heck?
You don't have to yell. We can hear you just fine. Don't you have an inside voice?
That's terrible!
It's because you're not listening to me.
Wait.
Please, stop. You don't need to defend me anymore. I have to take full responsibility for this.
However,
How do you intend to do that? By destroying the mastermind. What? I'm going to challenge them. Even if it means we both go down, I will defeat them.
I'm sorry.
That is how I intend to take responsibility.
Huh?
Hold on. What do you mean? If you both go down?
Hina.
I'm sorry I didn't tell you about this.
Huh?
What?
I'm sorry.
I didn't know what to do. I went back and forth about confiding in you again and again.
Well,
But I was scared. I thought if I told you, you might think less of me.
But...
Sakura!
I'm sorry.
She left. Sakura turned away from us and left the gym. And then... Oh, I don't know what to think about all of this. Yeah, nighttime. Well, it's nighttime. We should all go to bed.
No way!
Hold on! This whole thing with Sakura is...
Don't make me repeat myself.
over. She's our enemy. There's nothing more to discuss.
That's terrible!
No! Sakura is not our enemy!
Why?
Why doesn't anyone understand her? Because we don't know her in the way that you know her, I guess?
What?
What is it you think you understand? You didn't even know who she really was.
What is this?
That's...
calm down.
Let it go for now, Hina. Talking about it isn't going to help anything.
Why?
But... Oh my god, Hina's so sad.
Anyway,
Go to your room, calm down, and we continue this discussion tomorrow. Oh my god. Ah, that sucks so much for Hina, you know? Because I feel like she was, as a person, was like really... It really hit her, and it feels like, you know, for everybody, obviously, it sucks that they're stuck in here, right? But for her, just personality-wise, it's much worse for her to be stuck in here than, for example, you know, than let's say, I guess, Makoto, or just I mean, it's hard to compare to anyone else because I feel like we know Hina a bit better now, mainly because of the 2 free times and stuff. But, you know, because she's such an outdoor person and her whole life revolves around being outside and she's connected to other people, being active and all that sort of shit, you know? Like, for her being in here, I feel like just, even if we didn't get to know her that much, at the very beginning, you could tell that she was one of those people that was very desperate to immediately just express her want of getting out of here and returning to the real world, whereas some people immediately accepted it, some people more kept it hidden inside, but she was really expressive, like, oh my god, no, this can't be real, and you know, you could just see that she was genuinely distraught. So for her to then have the person that she has bonded with the most over this course of time, over the 4 chapters, for that person to turn out to be the spy, and then sort of, you know, she feels betrayed because of that, yeah, I feel really bad for Hina. It was the worst. The mood at the end of the night was just the worst. Being in such an awful mood, we were honestly glad the day was over. Sakura is the spy. She's the traitor. Byakuya said Sakura is the enemy. But he's wrong. She's not my enemy. She's my friend without a doubt. But what can I do? What can I do to make everyone believe in Sakura? How? How indeed. As long as you're human, there will always come a point where you wish you could do things differently. Even a baseball player in the major leagues, even a soccer player touring Europe, even a famous singer who started her career as a backup dancer on a sketch comedy show. She makes a brilliant debut, but instead of going for more, she marries some third-rate actor and retires. Every human has regrets, has things they like to go back and change.
But I don't, 'cause I'm a bear!
Actually, the thing, right? Because I felt that was a weird thing, like in a previous video that I fucked up about this Monokuma, or about that Monokuma theater, was that he said that he became a bear, meaning that he wasn't a bear before, and that he was actually sort of like given a choice. I mean, I don't know if it was meant to be taken too seriously, but he said that he wanted to be a tiger prawn, and the only prawn that he could be was just a tiny prawn, and he didn't want to be stepped on and stuff like that. So he decided to become a bear. So that made me really like think, like, wait. I mean, obviously, you know, it's kind of weird for something like this to be naturally born, something like Monokuma, but just to think that he actively thought and chose to become a bear, that's just something I feel like that's probably important, or at least something to keep in mind whenever we're talking about Monokuma.